Christina Andress with First Alert Weather.
Good morning and happy Saturday, Gulf Coast. Current conditions at the Gulf Coast, beautiful blue skies above, 51 degrees, wind from the north at 6 miles per hour, making it feel a little bit cooler out there.
Not a bad day. Won't ruin things.
Absolutely not. Not a washout by any means. Definitely not expecting anything severe with this either. There's no lightning or thunder, just some rain. But we will have to deal with those cold nights. It is that time of year. And then we're also talking about some nice football weather for tomorrow. We'll get to that a little bit later in the forecast. Let's talk tonight's lows right now. We're talking upper 30s, Lakesville, Calvert, as well as you guys in Grove Hill for tonight. The rest of us looking like the low to mid 40s. Now, if you're over in Pensacola or Destin, you guys are the lucky ones, upper 40s and mid 50s for the lows. And this weekend is looking clear, calm, and cooler. We're no longer talking 80-degree days, but how's 70 and sunny sound? I'll have it in your forecast on News 5 at 9. Cool again tonight. It is still cool out there this morning, 47 degrees right now in Orange Beach and elsewhere. Seeing the lower 40s. It's been a while since we've seen 40 degrees in Crestview, 42 in Jay and Evergreen, and if you're waking up in Pascagoula, it's 42 as well. So it's definitely chilly out there this morning. In Pensacola and Destin, a little bit better.
Probably as chilly there as it is here.
Absolutely. I mean, we are already in the 20s right now. We're falling to the teens tonight. It's going to feel like the single digits. So you don't cancel your Saturday plans by any means. It's still going to be a great Saturday afternoon. We'll expect it to stay that way. So we take a look at the forecast model. I am moving the time along, but you really can't tell on the model because we are staying clear, dry, and looking pretty good all through the weekend. And now that you have the plants taken care of, don't forget about your furry friends. Well, we won't be as cold today as we were yesterday, just looking at a couple degrees warmer than it was yesterday, but we're also talking about rain chances in the forecast for the next several days, actually for the remainder of our forecast period. So get out there and enjoy it today if you can, because we'll see mostly dry conditions. So we are seeing them push through our viewing area. Finally, we had been tracking them all morning long.
But fewer temperatures, I guess, over the weekend.
It can't stay perfect forever, you know, but we have been very lucky this week. It'll fall down to the 30s if you're inland. So from Calvert, Leakesville, and Jay, we're not talking freezing temperatures, but much colder than what it has been the last couple of nights. So getting through the next couple of days in the 70s, tonight's low 63 degrees. But then as we go into Sunday, here's where the cold front comes through and drops us down to the mid 50s. Heading into the 8 o'clock hour this morning, we'll still see some of that fog out there with the conditions not improving until 9 o'clock this morning. And then most of us look to be dry by about 4 o'clock this afternoon, just lots of clouds out there. So we'll start to see the rain begin to move in around 8 o'clock or so. So after sunset is when we can expect this line of showers ahead of a cold front to come through. Well, it was so nice to finally see the sunshine yesterday. I know I welcomed it with open arms. We made it to the mid 50s. Enjoy it while you can, because there will be a cool down on the way for the middle of the week. So here's a look at the areas covered by the dense fog advisory, all of our viewing area here at News 5, and then all of our surrounding regions. In Daphne, it's 69 degrees. Humidity is up there, so 96% right now. We're used to that by now. This past week has been so muggy as you step outside. Temperatures not much to complain about, though, in the upper 60s inland. So let's get right to it. Wind advisory in effect. This could produce wind gusts up to 30 to 40 miles per hour. This is in effect for Baldwin, Escambia, Mobile, and Santa Rosa counties, again, until 9 o'clock this morning. So wind speed right now, we're seeing anywhere from 15 miles per hour. And we're talking about a seasonable day today with an even more mild day on the way for tomorrow. There's rain in the forecast for Wednesday, though. We'll time it all out in your full forecast. Here, Pascagoula, Gulf Shores, and Destin, well, it's about average 42 degrees. It's still pretty chilly, though, especially when we've been used to temperatures only falling into the 60s overnight. Going to have some clouds in the area, but we'll see plenty of peaks of sunshine throughout the afternoon. And then as we head into later on tonight for the after game festivities, well, we're clearing out. So taking a look at the parade forecast for Order of Inca tonight at 6:30. This is in downtown Mobile. About 51 degrees to start at 6:30. Now, that's just to start. By the end of the parade, I think we'll already be falling into the 40s. So even if it isn't raining right where you are, the road is probably wet, so just make sure you are being careful. You do want to remember the 5 Ps. Protect people, bring in those pets. You want to cover up those plants, drip your pipes, especially tonight, and then practice fire safety.
It's so hot that people might be thinking, I'm going to the beach this weekend.
Yeah, need a little bit of relief. Maybe go to the pool. Hopefully the water's not too incredibly cold, though. But not a bad weekend to do it.
Okay.
We're actually about 15 degrees cooler today than we were yesterday. But still, with that being said, we're going to reach the upper 50s. So all in all, as long as you have a jacket, it's not too bad out there. Just windy. Going to see some more sun than clouds, though, as we head into this afternoon. So we won't need our umbrella for today or tomorrow at that. So go ahead and leave that rain gear at home. We'll warm up to 68 degrees for the high today. Plenty of sunshine, so we're seasonably cool, but it feels very far below freezing. 26 is how it feels right now in Destin. It's feeling like the teens near Grove Hill, Leakesville, and even here in Mobile, it's feeling like it's 17 degrees right now. And especially with today being Cyber Monday, I mean, you can get online. You don't even have to leave your house to donate to the toy drive.
That's right.
The Florida Panhandle. So what does that mean? Well, there is a small possibility of severe weather. So although small, it is still possible. So the best thing for you to be doing, staying informed. Download our free News 5 weather app in the App Store to stay updated once we're off the air.
For a lot of us, we're in the 30s this morning, upper 30s right now. If you're waking up in Gulf Shores, make sure you're bundling up, especially in Evergreen, 29 degrees right now. So we take a look at today's highs. Well, they'll top out in the upper 50s for most. So temperatures will be dropping off, and we will be getting wetter as we head into the overnight tonight. So temperature-wise, looking pretty good, but sky conditions not that great. But right now, current conditions at the Gulf Quest, 62 degrees, a little bit chilly, but feeling better with a lower dew point. Well, looking at the forecast, we can just expect these light showers to persist throughout the afternoon. Not a washout by any means. Going into tonight, though, we are just cloudy.
Roseanne, it's a bit chilly, but it's definitely bearable as you head out here. Last I checked, it was about 50 degrees, so definitely want that jacket as you head out here. I had to throw on my gloves, probably going to add the scarf as well.
I think we will be dry, though, overall by dinner time. Temperatures just really going to be falling into the 30s for most of us. And we'll get to that in just a minute. Be staying dry, as you can see on our school day forecast for Mobile County Public Schools. High of 72 degrees, nice and sunny. So cold, sending them off to the bus stop, but by recess it should be warming up quite nicely. As we head into the next couple of hours, we're below freezing already. Frigid by midnight in the mid-20s, and then lower 20s waking up tomorrow morning. So freezing, frigid, cold, whatever you want to call it.
Hey guys, good morning. It is absolutely freezing out here first and foremost. I know Ashley was talking about it's too cold out here for a Florida girl. Well, I'm an Alaskan girl, and it's too cold out here for me, so that's definitely saying something. It is painfully cold out here.
Because this looks lovely.
It is looking good for the next several weeks, actually, so don't hold me to that since it is so far out. And so by this afternoon, we will see some of that sunshine until the clouds move back in by this evening, but temperature-wise, pretty mild. So as we time that out, looking ahead to the 10 o'clock hour, well, we still see those clouds all day, but like I said, still plenty of peaks of sunshine as we go into about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Well, you could count the sprinkles that will be in our viewing area by that time.
Well, here's a look at our current conditions here at News 5. 82 degrees, high dew point, so it's a bit sticky out there right now, but we do have calm winds all across our viewing area. We're seeing upper 70s there in Gulf Shores. Afternoon, 75 degrees for the high here in Mobile. That's way above average, but as far as the rain coverage goes, I know that's what everybody's concerned about. 90%, barely down to about 70% coverage by 4 o'clock this afternoon, so the rain is not going anywhere. As we can see on the radar, though, we are not alone with this wet weather. There is some localized flooding threats, especially in those poor drainage areas, places that are already prone to flooding to begin with. Now, we do have a dense fog advisory until 10 o'clock this morning. Now, I think that the fog will probably take its time making its way out of here, so even if you are headed out past the 10 o'clock hour, just be careful, allow for extra time to get wherever you are going this morning. So visibility is down to 1/4 of a mile. But right now, we're starting to see the beginning of all of this rain making its way from the northwest. Is going to continue moving southeast throughout the next couple of hours. It's foggy, and not only is it foggy, but it's wet out there as well.
But at least it's warm, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the good news, at least for me. If you like the warm weather, then we definitely are keeping those warm temperatures around for the next couple of days. Unseasonably warm for tomorrow as well, as we're staying at 82 degrees for the high.
Coming up on News 5 at 6, we'll break down how to spot a rip current and the best way to avoid them. Live in Gulf Shores, Christina Andress, News 5.